All right, this is your dreaded crypto channel coming at you. It's July 6th, 2022. Um, yeah, a little bit of a update. Today's been kind of a rough day and also a good day in some ways. Voyager is filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and let's just hope that someone acquires them or they restructure to a point where they will be able to rebrand in a positive way. Um, I kind of saw this coming. I took some funds off. Um, Not as much as I should have. I just, it's just the whole thing is pretty unbelievable, honestly. And I think there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. The good news is that Celsius just paid off one of their big loans to a point of basically it can't be liquidated, and that means that they probably have a ton of collateral. And if they pay that loan off, I think they'll be able to pay the customers and the depositors. As long as we could hope. The fact that they've been silent for 3 weeks and they haven't filed for bankruptcy or anything like that is actually a really good sign. They're fighting the good fight, and you know, I'm actually really impressed with them. I had my doubts. Obviously, this has been a really tough bear market. I was in the bear market of 2018, and this takes the cake for that. This has just been absolutely brutal. It's funny we have these bad news and we're getting a bounce. I was saying yesterday that we would. I'm pretty. I just had a good feeling, and it just makes sense. It doesn't really make sense that we'd have a bounce on the day that a major crypto company would go bankrupt or whatever. But it's not the kind of bankrupt that means that they're completely screwed. It's a restructuring, and they probably will get bought out by someone big. Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX. He has a loan with them. There's some stuff going on behind there that I think he might buy it or something's going to happen. So that's just a lot of people. It's a lot of people that have money on there. It just doesn't make sense to me that it would just end. It is kind of sketchy though that the bank that hosts their USD is saying that the FDIC is not their USD on there is not FDIC. So mutual bank, whatever that thing is, they suck. Those are terrible people. So banks are not your friends. CFI is under a major attack. Let's hope that they can fix things. But anyway, apart from all of that, we are getting a bounce. Bitcoin and Ethereum are bouncing. A lot of altcoins are bouncing. I believe we're getting this W formation forming, and I think we're going for a target. 24, 25K, possibly 28K. It is also possible that we just kind of bounce around in here and consolidate for a while. But there's been so much pressure built on the downside. If Bitcoin starts getting some momentum and pushing up, that could create a short squeeze and just a massive green candle to wipe out some shorters. And it just makes sense that that would happen. And stocks, they didn't have a terrible day today. A lot of it's going to kind of fall on what the stocks do. So it's interesting times. A lot of people are saying the stock market is just ready to just completely fall from underneath itself. And it does look a lot like the 2008 chart right before the big plunge. So we'll have to see about all of that. But gold and silver commodities have not been doing very well. So yeah, it's hard to really tell what's going to happen. Um, hmm, we shall see. But the real concerning thing is Voyager token really took a big beating, and that was one of my. I really thought that would do well. So I'm really hoping that they'll get bought out. Um, so let us hope. Let us hope. Um, but let's look. So the daily stochastic RSI is starting to turn up a little bit high, but we still have probably a couple of days of price action that we can get to the oversold level. So it's not completely oversold. It's just we need to hurry up and kind of reclaim some levels before the daily stoke can cool off. We have another day or two, probably till the end of the week, to see that reset. We're gonna look at the 4 hour. 4 hours kind of in the middle, right? It's actually at not doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look completely oversold, so it looks like we have some room to run. And the weekly is completely oversold, as we have said before. The hourly, getting a check on this real quick. It is topped out, sort of, but it doesn't really matter all that much usually. I mean, we could stay up here a bit longer. I mean, maybe we drift sideways a bit and cool that off. I would like to see us just get a nice, just get us a nice plunge up, maybe to, let's see, a level here. If we can get above 21.4, that's what a lot of people are looking at. That would be very bullish. Very bullish. Get the crypto bubbles chart. There we go. And here what we got. So this is at cryptobubbles.net. This kind of shows you the biggest gainers for the day. And yeah, so Rune, which I did hold a lot of that, and Near, I'm kind of thinking about stacking those. But I'm not really focusing on. I'm not focusing on altcoins currently. I really just want to focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum currently, just given everything. Yeah, Tezos, Mana, Hex. I do not like that. Some people like it. Richard Hart. I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that whole ecosystem. I can't believe it's still around now. But Maker is probably doing well because of the news with Celsius paying off through their DAO. So that makes sense. Sand. I do hold some Sand. Like the meta tokens, Sand, Mana, Engine Coin. I think those coins are going to do well long term. Solana. FTT token, the FTX token, I think is going to do really well, especially if Sam Bankman does rescue a lot of these companies and his company does well. It's going to be like the next Binance coin. I think it's at $20 or something like that, or it might be a little bit less than that, maybe $8 or $9. But I could see that becoming a Binance style token that gives $200, $300, $400 per token. I mean, just makes sense to me. Silica had some news today. They're being used for NFTs, and there's been a lot of hype around that. And that token has been around for a while, and I do hold it. You can stake it on Atomic Wallet for a good stake at 15%. The whole FUD about staking coins for 15 and 20%. There's a lot of people saying, "Hey, that shouldn't happen. That's unbelievable." Well, I mean, it's a very volatile market, and that's the reward you get for holding the volatility. I mean, yeah, if you're holding a U.S. dollar and getting 15, 20% for it, yeah, that's kind of unbelievable. And that's why Luna crashed, and that's why the whole market crashed, and that makes sense. It was frothy. It's just unfortunate that it had to take everything down so hard. I mean, if I had known, if anybody had known, no one could have seen it coming, but you could have known that there was something fishy going on. Luna came out of nowhere. I luckily didn't have any. Like, I did make some money. I got rid of it. But it's just such a shame. Such a shame. We're getting so close to real adoption. H-bar, solid. XRP is supposedly having some good news coming out. So, I mean, I am stacking a little bit of that. Just a little bit. But that's just kind of a brief overview. I want to start kind of just checking in with the coins daily, because I browse the webs and listen in on the news pretty much 3 to 4 hours every day, just keeping up with everything. So I can kind of give quick rundowns on all these coins, because I'll hear about them throughout the day and throughout the week. Just kind of checking to see. Yeah. Dogecoin's actually had a decent buy if you believe in the whole meme coin and Elon Musk thing. I'm not big on it. But I think exchange coins like BNB, KuCoin, assuming that they are solvent and they don't have a bank run and everything is okay on that exchange, I think we'll be okay. But that remains to be seen. So, and Maddox had a lot of good news with the Facebook stuff. I had a lot of Matic on Celsius, and I'm really upset that I just don't know if I have it. So just hope so. And it's kind of unfortunate, all these onboard ramps to be able to buy this stuff. Like Voyager was a major onboard ramp. That's a major onboard ramp. I mean, you got Coinbase, you got Crypto.com. I think Crypto.com will do well. I think it'll make it through this. Coinbase should make it through this. Binance, I'm sure will. KuCoin, not sure. Just be careful. Stick with Coinbase for now. Maybe Crypto.com. Just until this dust clears. It's been an ugly time, without a doubt. Let's see what else we got. That's about it. That's all I'm really seeing right there. My big worry, though, I mean, if we do get a big stock market plunge, there's no doubt that crypto will take the plunge along with it. And you look at the volume support. The VPVR to the right. That's like it's showing you how much that particular price level has been bought, and the biggest price level is at 8 to 10,000, and then maybe you come up a little bit to 12,000, 13,000. It would just be a brutal downturn to go all the way down there. It'd be very brutal, but you kind of have to be ready for it. I mean, for me, I think it's more likely that we build a major level of support in this area. So let's hope that happens. And yeah, hang in there. I want to check in tomorrow again. I think that the bounce is going to continue, unless of course we get a major rejection and the stock market falls tomorrow. Some people are really calling for the doomsday level event, and I hope not. All right, well, hang in there. Peace.